misogyny. Using all my inner strength, suppressing the anxiety. I'm about to have a panic attack. It's a rhyme and the mechanic of rap. You slave-minded, here's your manacles back. I'm lean muscle, you just animal fat. My team hustle, this is actual fact. No hypothesis, try stopping us, trying to figure that high.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandara, a.k.a. the Coquito Papi. I'm here with none other than Evil Orbit, Evil Once. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is your succulent, quintessential Puerto Rican muffin Jorge, a.k.a. Evil Once, here with Evil Orbit, the afternoon snack, and N.W.A. 10 Pounds of Podcast is here for last night's show, which I kind of liked it. It went, here and there, but it was still good. Some stuff coming out for the June 6th pay-per-view there, so we're getting close to that. Some stuff here and there, but Chef is here. We're gonna do it. Come on, Chef, let's go, brother. Woo!
Absolutely. This dog is trying to get her airtime. Lou, get down. Listen, this one was a little more promo heavy, and I love promos, but it has to be done right. We start off with Nick Aldis taking a lot of shots at Corgan and N.W.A. for putting this 14-man battle royal thing where he said it's 14 nobodies. And at this point, I get the champ has to talk crazy. I get that. You know what I mean? I understand what Nick Aldis is doing. I understand what Strictly Business right now is looking way ahead of the game. You got Christi Jaynes with the title. You got Nick Aldis with the title. Camille looks like she's heading to a title. And it looks like Strictly Business, I don't know if their tag team name is Strictly Business, but Thomas Latimer and Christi Jaynes look like they're going for tag team goals. So it looks like they're trying to hold all the gold in N.W.A. Your take on Nick Aldis shitting on damn near everybody in this battle royal?
Well, the interesting point about this whole thing was that you had Masters and Bram are supposed to have a match later tonight. And then all of a sudden he goes, you know something? And then he says something that struck to my head. He said, no champions can enter the battle royal. So he said, I'm holding the guys out, well, they're not going to be in the tournament they won't be a match tonight for the tag team titles. And I'm going like, well, hold up. And, you saw the confusion. Like, we'll talk about it in the back. And then it dawned on me what he's trying to say. Here is we get Bram in the Battle Royal since he's not a champion. He might win the 14-man Battle Royal, which means he gets the shot at the heavyweight title. But I'm thinking that right there and then is that Magnus will try to convince him to go after the TV title or even do the tag team title with Masters. But this is where the dissension will start, because I'm thinking Bram will say, no, I want it for the title. I want to go after the title. So this might be the right time that we see that dissension going between Strictly Business and Magnus, and then we might see Bram go up against Magnus as the main event on the June 6th pay-per-view.
I mean,
just throwing out there.
I agree with you 100% because it feels like you've been seeing that Thomas Ladder wants to take that next step. Camille seems that she wants her man to take that next step.
Exactly.
And it feels like Nick Aldis is trying to hold him back. We were saying this feud feels like it's about to pop for a little while, and Bram's going to feel a certain kind of way. And to be honest with you, sticking him in a tag team division really feels like, well, I'm keeping you away from me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that issue, whatever. I hope what you say is right, because even if he does not, I kind of want Bram to be on his own already. It's about time that he gets his wings, does his own thing, and shines or does not, which I do know he'll shine. But that was my take on it, because I was like, wow, this feels like he's trying to limit him a lot, like really hinder what he was doing. We'll transition into, and I got to look for this because my head is in a million places. Matt Cross versus Mims. Not a Mims fan. I don't know what it is with Mims. I'm on the fence with him. Matt Cross takes it to him, gets the win. I like Matt Cross. He's starting to grow on me. I feel like he's going in the right direction. We're seeing more of him. I'm enjoying his work. Please break down this match, because I think you like both of these guys, actually, don't you?
You know, I'm still not a Mims fan, but you're right. You know, I was on the fence, and I actually got to see more of him last night, which was pretty good. He got more offense in there. He looks like, if they build him right, he could be that monster coming up in the future. Mark Cross, dude, the man has been a professional wrestler for years, even under the mask there when he was the son of Havoc there on Lucha Underground. My take is, like, why hasn't this guy been signed by AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling? You know, like, why is this guy still floating around? You know, stuff like that. So I'm kind of curious about that. But I'm glad that he won. He will give the Pope a good match for a run for the money when he gets his title match, because he was for the #1 contendership. So maybe that's a match that we'll get on June 6th at the pay-per-view. Maybe we'll get it before then. So, but you know, the right man won. He'll definitely give the Pope a good match whenever that happens.
So, knowing that he's son of Havoc, and we're about to see Azteca Underground in MLW, do you think there's a possibility he transitions back home?
Dude, I don't see why not. He's not signed to anyone the way that he's been flipping around going to places. I would love to see him go back under the mask and go back to the underground, bro. I mean, that would be awesome. But, you know, the draft is next week. We don't know when he's going to get his title shot. Maybe, you know, he'll be able to go back and forward for now and see what happens. You know, and I got to throw something out, not NWA related, but knowing that Lucha Underground or Azteca Underground is coming back, we might see Ivelisse going back home.
Ooh.
To MLW, even though it's now, you know, Azteca Underground, but we know she had that little fallout when she was going crazy on social media, wanted to get out her contract before it went. But you know, it's a whole different company, MLW. It'll be kind of nice to see what they'll do if they'll keep that same male female thing going into gender, where everybody, you know, is the same equally, or not. So I'm excited to see what happens. But yes,
absolutely,
I would love to see Matt Cross under the mask go back home. But you know, we'll see what happens.
And I love his work. I love his work. So I like him here. Obviously, you know, if he does not, I would love to see him against Pope and take the title from Pope. Yeah. You know,
oh God, anybody except for Tyrus. Jesus.
So, Aaron Stevens with the absolute beautiful May Valentine.
Maybe
he wants to talk about Thomas Latimer and Christi Jaynes. We were on here, and I'm not a big Aaron Stevens fan. And I've been thinking his promos prior to this have been great. You know what I mean? I thought he's been killing it. This one kind of let me down. It felt like the other, you know, Aaron Stevens that I was not a fan of, not the guy that I've been enjoying his work. And I felt like, here we go again. Your take, and I know you've been pointing out the fact that you think this relationship of a tag team is over anyway.
Oh, God. Why haven't they lost the tag team titles yet is beyond me. I mean, they should lose the titles like a month ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're waiting for the pay-per-view in June 6th to get it done, but these two guys is like oil and water. They don't mix together well. They don't want no part of each other. They're just tag team champions because they have the titles. Just drop the damn titles If Kratos is gonna join, strictly business because Bram leaves and they have the turn, let him join the group already. Get the titles, bring the titles over there. Whatever. Just break these guys up already, man.
You know what? I got no problem with that, and I completely agree. This match, and I know you're not a big fan of squash matches, but Kratos, your boy Sal, and I always forget the restaurant that you always say his last name is.
Sal Birdland.
Sal Birdlands gets absolutely murdered. I mean, like, somebody called the police because he got absolutely killed out there. Me personally, when I'm a fan of somebody, I love watching squash matches because I love Kratos, and Kratos looked more like Thanos on this match.
Yeah.
And he snapped his fingers on Sal.
Yeah, Sal Birdland looks like the James Ellsworth for the NWA. That's what it goes like. I'm sorry. I don't know where this is going with this storyline. Why this guy's getting so much TV time. I mean, get some other people out there, put them in there. What happened to the end? What happened to that monster dude from that they had a tag team partner 2 weeks ago? What happened to it? Why is he in wrestling?
Yeah, Mike Powerrr. We haven't seen him in a while.
Get Sal Berlin out. I don't understand where this thing is going through. They said no outside interference. Nobody can come to the ring. Dude got killed. It was just, I don't get it, bro. To be honest with you, I don't get it.
So now I want you to talk about this because I was actually let down, and I'm all about the women. I'm all about women's wrestling and everything else.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa starts talking her ish. Camille starts talking her ish. When Camille says something like, and I know she said, you have to tell everybody you're great. I stand here and people see how great I am.
That was a good ass line right there. That was like a battle rap, and they're going back and forth, and she just said, like, let's speak the truth. You're always saying how great you are, and you always have to say every single interview. And I stand here, and everybody already knows how great I am. Dude, I was like, whoa. Holy crap, where'd that come from? So I was surprised by that line that she said that right there. I was like, whoa, cut me off. But that stupid stipulation, like if she loses, she only has to wrestle for the NWA, which means now tells me that Thunder Rosa might win, so she could wrestle everywhere else. But then
listen, she's always on AEW anyway.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know when this is gonna happen either. If it's gonna happen at the pay-per-view or whatever, I don't know, man. Where I still want to know what the hell is Serena there by? Why can't she do a promo from home?
Yeah, it's weird because
5 minutes. Tweet something. Go on Twitter. Tweet something. Say something.
That's the weird part that I felt kind of off because you have so many people that talk. You could have her talk with Taryn Terrell. You can have her talk with Velvet Sky. You can have her talk with May. You can have her talk with anybody and do like how remember WWE or Impact would do like the via Skype call kind of thing.
Yeah, yes.
Do something.
Yeah, she joined them from satellite from home.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I don't know why they haven't done that, and it's kind of strange that your champ is nowhere to be seen, and you haven't mentioned nothing. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm kind of already like, whatever. I agree with you with Thunder Rosa and Camille at this point. Let's see it already. I think the stipulation kind of lowers the match for me. It's like anything else I would have been good for. That to me is just stupid.
Why wait a week later to do the stipulation? You could have done that last week when you had the first summit. Now you have a second summit. Oh, now they get to speak. Okay, like why? Well, you could have done that last week or 2 weeks ago when they had the show.
And we're excited to see the next level of Camille. And that's what we kept saying. We want to see how good Camille is, and by sticking her with Thunder Rosa. We get the slow transition and build it up. I understand that. But Give us the match we want. It doesn't have to even be a specialty match. It could just be a regular, 1, 2, 3, whatever happens.
Or at least do like New Japan does. You put them in a tag team match before their big match. Now you get Camille and Terrell go up against the Rosa and Melina. Have them wrestle, even though it's not a one-on-one. You giving us something. Oh, I want to see this. I want to see this. And that's one good thing about New Japan Wrestling is that they will stick the people that are going to be on a one-on-one in tag matches, 6-man, 8-man tags. So everybody wrestles, but it still keeps you wanting to see them wrestle one-on-one, but they're wrestling. And that's what's great about, that have them wrestle, have them do a match with some jobbers, okay, I'm looking forward to the match. Okay, now I'm intrigued. Nothing.
Yeah, no, it did what it did. But now back to what we keep focusing on.
Yes.
And every time we say his name, we always mention the bodega. We rock out with the bodega. We got the big homie, King Fat Boy Papo Esco. You got Danny Limelight killing it on AEW Dark, who just had the match of his life.
Yes.
And now you have the hottest guy, pause, in NWA right now.
Right, yes, sir. What, I think 5-0, 6-0?
He's like 6-0 or something like that. He's winning convincingly, and I don't care if people say, well, hold on. No. He's 6-0 for a reason. I've seen people say they didn't like the finish of this match. To me, it told me that it looked like Jax Dane might be going into a different direction. And it tells me that Slice Boogie is still the hottest wrestler in NWA right now. And I'll tell you now, after coming off a big win, this is that notable win. This is the win that you look and you go, okay, Slice Boogie, he's a jacked up dude. He's not a little guy. Jax Dane is a big boy. And now you look back and you go, oh, snap, he just beat him. He beat everybody else. He came in with that fatal 4-way where you didn't think he would get that because we didn't think that either.
Exactly.
We even doubted the homie. And all he's done was shut him up, and shoot him down. At this point now, Slice Boogie should be in line with anybody who has a title, minus Nick Aldis.
Yes. He should be wrestling for the TV title right now. I think the TV title is like down here.
Yeah.
Then you have the national title, which is the Pepto-Bismol title. And you have the world champion. He should be entitled to get that TV title shot already.
Oh, absolutely.
The man is winning his matches convincingly. And like you just said a couple of minutes ago about building the storyline. This is a building of a storyline. They're building two different stories all at the same time. You're building the War Kings, Crimson and Dane, and then you're building the story of Slice Boogie.
Yep.
Slice Boogie is going up. The other two guys are like going down, and they're in a mix. You see where Dane got knocked out a couple of weeks ago, and Crimson just kept wrestling, and then get up at the end, like get up. And then you see the difference in Crimson Dane carrying for Crimson, where he literally threw the flag in or the towel and called the match because he's concerned for what happened to Crimson.
Yeah.
So you've seen two different type of emotions: one who doesn't care, one who cares, and you're gonna see that there. But then you see Slice Boogie gets another win convincingly. Every week he's getting those wins. No matter how it happened, it's a win. So hey, Slice Boogie for president, baby.
And this is the part that gets me with fans, is everybody wants to be like this armchair booker. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, we come into NWA. We were doing this before when NWA prior to COVID, right? This is way before we even seen Slice Boogie in NWA.
Exactly.
We will always rep Slice Boogie because of the bodega, and that's our guy, and we'll support him. Win or lose. But if they have a shitty match, we'll say they had a shitty match. Slice Boogie has not had a shitty match. Slice Boogie has looked great. He's had a great promo with May where we were saying that it felt so unique because it felt like us. You know, like it brought us back to the high school days of trying to holler at a shorty. And the more I keep seeing Slice Boogie, the more he feels more important than everything else I'm seeing. You know, and the great part about this is that you have Nick Aldis, who still looks strong as hell. He's got his faction. You're invested in Nick Aldis. You're wondering what's going to happen with Thomas Latimer. You have Camille and Thunder Rosa. You're intrigued. What's going to happen? Can Thunder Rosa actually, lose to her? Blah, blah, blah. You have Melina who pops up back again. Taryn Terrell, Velvet Sky. You have so many pieces that are flying around. And yet Slice Boogie, week to week to week, just keeps doing his thing kind of under the radar. You know what I mean? To me, he's had a better run than Pope has had a run. And I'm a Pope fan.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I shit on New York because I hate New York City. People that know me know I hate New York City. I always say that they should evacuate everybody out of New York and just level the damn place, blow it up, and start fresh again. Just start fresh. But when I see Slice Boogie wrestle, I want to rep the Queens where he's from. I'm from the Queens because he makes me feel like, yeah, I want to rep the Queens. Yeah, Queens all day.
He's home.
He's rich. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing his thing. And like you just said, when we see things, we do not bite our tongue. If it's our guys or females that we love, we will tell you, yeah, she looks shit. He looks good. And NWA, just like every other company, is doing the good stuff and has some bad storylines, just like everybody else. It happens. We're watching it. Everybody is coming back from COVID. We're sitting here. Everybody, the world's getting vaccinated. We're sitting here with excitement to get the crowds back in there and some limitations to go back to the shows. We're excited for that, bro. We need to keep going. We can take that step backwards right now, boy, because if we take a step backwards now and they tell us something else is going on, we're going to lose it as a nation. And wrestling will shut down because, there's so much you could do. So we need wrestling. We need the NWA. We need Ring of Honor, even though some of us shit on it. We need Impact, even though you shit on it. We need AEW. We need New Japan and all the wrestling. We need all this stuff because we're fans. And I know you and I, we do the chair, the chair commission. I would have booked it differently.
Oh, for sure.
I saw that coming a mile away. We know everything when we're home.
Oh, no.
This is the beauty of it all, man. This is the beauty. And as long as we got guys like Slice Boogie and our boy Papo Esco and Danny Limelight doing his shit about AEW, we're going to be sitting here talking about it whether you like it or not.
See, and see what I think people don't understand, and we've said it before, like, as much as I might not like Impact right now, I will never want nothing bad to happen to Impact because I would love to see Papo Esco there. I would love to see Danny Limelight there. I would love to see Slice Boogie there. I'd like to see Thomas Latimer there. I don't care what company it is. If the boys and the girls in that locker room have a job and get paid to entertain, to do what we love to watch, then I'm all for it. I do not watch WWE because it doesn't entertain me. But if you're getting the bag there, I'm all for it. And I think that's the part where promotion fans get lost. Like,
but talking about that, what you said right now, you don't watch WWE because of that. Dude, Jinder Mahal just came back. I love Jinder Mahal. I love this whole thing. I love the tag team that he just brought in. They brought him from NXT. But my God, did they just job Matt Hardy so bad? I'm sorry, like Jeff Hardy so bad. And that right there, like you just said, it turns you off from the product. How do you get this guy to job to Jinder in what? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, if that? And you're like, wow, the lack of respect for some of these people, man. And you sit there like, they should have had somebody else do that.
See, and that's why I love
the difference.
places.
Yes.
You know, that's why I love the places outside of WWE. Like, if you're, I try to tell people, in Impact Wrestling, you could be a big fish in a small pond. And that is no hate to nobody. Or you can go to WWE, depending on what your status is, and be a small fish in an ocean. You know what I mean? Like, so you also got to understand, you got to really understand your value. And Impact Wrestling, as much as I'm a big, massive EC3 fan. Yep. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. Goes over there, does nothing, and we seen him just, kind of bounce through Impact, come to our ROH, and you're like, this is my EC3. Wasn't that guy? You know what I mean? Or you can have guys like, I've always liked I think his name is Matt Cardona. I don't remember his WWE name. When he did the woo woo woo.
What?
I've always liked that guy. The Long Island Iced Tea.
Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder. I've always liked Zack. I've always liked that dude.
Like that idiot?
Yeah. Oh. I did. But he comes over, he goes to Impact, and I like him even more.
Oh.
Oh, dude, there's no way you're hating.
Dude, Zack Ryder. Matt Cardona.
No, you're thinking Zack Ryder is the other guy, right?
No, it's Matt Cardona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's engaged to your homegirl.
Chelsea Green, LBN, yeah. Baby.
Oh my God.
I've always liked the guy.
I will get up and leave, but I'm in my boxes right now. I don't want to offend anybody.
Listen, we kind of got sidetracked.
I can't believe you said.
Oh. We hit. What did we miss in NWA? What did we miss?
Oh, you hit everything.
We hit everything.
I'm just looking forward to the June 6th pay-per-view. Right now it's like they're doing the Power Hour, and then they do the other show. Oh, I forgot the name of it.
Surge.
Yeah, Surge. Yeah, Synergy or something like that. So I'm trying to wonder if they're gonna do that next week, and then the NWA show the following week. Because I'm pretty sure that they have so much shows already taped to June 6th before the next tapings. So it'll be interesting what happens if they have a show next week, and then what happens the following week. So,
Absolutely. Listen, I'm not going to lie to nobody. I want a Kratos interview. If you people can holler at Kratos for us, because I want to get into some NWA. Obviously, I'm a big MLW guy, but I love NWA. Because of Evil Only, I've actually enjoyed it more because I've learned through these podcasts. If you want to see, watch the last 3 where he's teaching me things, and I'm like, did not know that. And I enjoy it more because I'm learning it as we're doing this shit. It's never the 4 Horsemen. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 Pounder Podcast, www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. The links are there where you can cop that shirt right there, which I think is official. Boom. There you go. It's how we do. So, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, Evil Only, Evil Orbit, the entire team, whoever's left, because with the way we do things, they might be kicked out ASAP. Y'all already know what it is. Deuces.